You know what it turns out this team's identity is? And we didn't know it in the regular season because we didn't have enough context to see it. But this team's identity is they are freaking chameleons.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness. They're it's not even that they don't look like the Heat of the regular season, who I agree, I just kind of thought weren't very good too. And Jimmy Butler's going to bring in the playoffs, and
sure.
the role players are talented. But you didn't know that, for example, Kyle Lowry was going to all of a sudden become the guy who the Heat thought they were signing a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
He's been great in this series, like fantastic. He's been coming off the bench, and the Knicks have no idea what to do with him. He is out hustling every single person on the floor, which is a very Kyle Lowry thing. But the thing he's doing it while making shots. He's doing it while hurting guys off the dribble. He's I think maybe Miami found something with Lowry coming off the bench. Like maybe this is something that will work for them long term. But what's unbelievable what Miami is doing right now is it's not that they're winning like they didn't during the regular season. They're not, it's rare, but they're not the first 8 seed ever to win a series. And you know what? Ironically, they won't be the first 8 seed to win 2 series if they close this out against the Knicks, because the only other
Hmm.
team that was an 8 seed and won multiple series was the 99 Knicks, who
Yep.
obviously famously beat the number one seeded Heat in the first round of that year in the
Yep.
playoffs. Uh, what's amazing to me is that they're doing it while assuming the Knicks' identity. In
Hmm.
game 4, they just crushed the Knicks on the boards, like the offensive boards. They had 7 offensive rebounds in the fourth quarter,
Yep.
and that doesn't include one time where the Knicks were going after an offensive rebound and stepped out. Another time where they were going for an offensive rebound and they loose ball fouled the Heat. The Heat missed 9 shots and got 9 times. The Heat missed a shot in the fourth quarter of that game and got the ball back. The Heat were bottom half of the league in offensive rebound rate during the regular season. And the Knicks, their entire identity is on the boards. Like their entire identity is on the boards. The Heat grabbed 38% of available offensive rebounds, which is a ridiculous number in game 4. The Knicks grabbed 24. The Knicks are not designed. I honestly, something I think is almost poetic in this series is that, the rebounding battle is exactly even for the series. Exactly to a T. The
which
Heat
which
have
means which means that the Knicks have lost big time.
exactly. Well, somebody must be getting up even earlier than me and reading The Athletic, because that was what my story was off of that game.
Yep. I did. I read it.
The the Heat the Heat have a 31.4% offensive rebound rate. That means they've grabbed 31.4% of their own missed shots. The Knicks also have 31.4. The Heat have a 68.6% defensive rebound rate. So do the Knicks. It's dead even. And the Knicks are built to destroy teams on the glass. That is why they are good. They they miss a lot of shots, but they were third in the league in points per possession because they get their misses all the time. And not only do they get their misses all the time, they actually are arguably the best second chance offense in the league, not just because of the amount of possessions they create. They they take more threes per 100 second chance possessions than any other team in the NBA. Like, this is a team that operates very well in second chance positions. And Miami destroyed them in that in game 4. They've destroyed the Knicks going for loose balls. Again, that's the Knicks thing. The Knicks were supposedly the deeper team coming into the series, and the role players have outplayed the Knicks role players. I mean, it's just they've assumed the Knicks identity and beaten them at it. It's an amazing transformation.